Education funding impacts. Anchorage School Board made a move to restore previously approved major cuts.
Concerns the lower 48 trend could come to Alaska and cause food insecurity. What the Anchorage Assembly is doing about it.
And showers continue tonight, but not for much longer. I'll show you why this weekend will be different than anything we've seen so far this year.
Today's the day. If you don't have a real ID, it may be harder to get through security. We're going to hear from some passengers.
You're watching Alaska's news source.
I'm thankful for every educator that chooses to be a part of Team ASD, because I know that this has been one of the most difficult years that we could ask any educator to go through.
Words of gratitude from ASD Superintendent Jarrett Bryant after the Anchorage School Board passed a new budget that restores millions of dollars in cuts, including more than 200 teaching positions.
In an email sent out late this afternoon, the district said displaced staff will learn by the close of business tomorrow whether they can remain in their current jobs.
Now, middle and high school sports, those are back. So are language immersion programs at Ignite. And while the money isn't certain, the head of the Anchorage Teachers Union says that he feels confident most teachers will be offered their old jobs back.
I estimate 95% of our educators who've been displaced will be put back in their current positions if they want to.
Now, as for the funding, the district based its budget on money that has not been approved yet. It's a bill passed by the legislature that is awaiting action from the governor.
And Fairbanks school district leaders are saying that the possible $700 permanent increase to the base student allocation included in House Bill 57 may still lead to a slight deficit in its budget.
In its recommended budget given to the borough on April 1st, the district planned for a $680 one-time increase to the BSA, $20 lower than what Alaska lawmakers passed last week. However, Superintendent Luke Meinert says that he expects this to lead to a slight deficit unless other state funding goes through. And this is because HB 57's increase is not one-time, but part of the formula, which means the Fairbanks School District is obligated to give its charter schools another $500,000 in funding.
Given that it looks like this may pass through and provide funding within the formula, the board would need to go back in the approved budget process and make charters whole so that they wouldn't receive just a portion of that additional funding. They would receive it all.
Now, Senate Bill 113 passed the Alaska House this afternoon. Meinert says that this bill, which needs to pass in order for READS Act and career and technical education money in HB 57 to come through, could bring the district into a surplus situation.
House lawmakers sent a bill that proposes changes to corporate tax structure in Alaska. It's back to the Senate for a vote today. Many corporate income taxpayers use a standard three-factor formula. But if Senate Bill 113 passes, highly digitized businesses would instead use a single sales factor formula. And the bill has proven controversial, with supporters saying it would absolutely save the state money, but opponents claiming it would cost Alaskans. Today on the House floor, only two lawmakers spoke at all about SB 113.
I hope that ultimately we can move to a single sales factor for the vast majority of Alaskan businesses to put us more in line with other states.
These businesses will pass on the increased tax to both Alaskans, consumers, and Alaskan businesses. Mr. Speaker, a tax is a tax is a tax.
And the bill went on to pass 26-14. The next moves to the governor for consideration. Now, keep in mind that House Bill 57, the education funding bill, also includes a provision for reading grants that is contingent upon SB 113 becoming law.
Well, for a second day this week, a man prosecutors say is responsible for the murder of an 18-year-old girl missed his arraignment by refusing transport from jail. 24-year-old Damon Sterling Carlton Eskim Hill is facing first and second-degree murder charges for the death of 18-year-old Caitlin Shellhammer in 2021. A judge issued a $1 million warrant for his arrest. Alaska's news source Investigates spoke with Shellhammer's grandmother on Tuesday, who said that the family had long since suspected Hill's involvement. Anchorage police say Shellhammer's body was found on the morning of June 8, 2021, at the Nunaka Valley baseball fields in East Anchorage. Now, we have reached out to APD for additional information in this case and are waiting for a response. Hill has another arraignment scheduled for tomorrow at the Nesbitt Courthouse. His bail remains set at $500,000.
It is cloudy tonight with some showers moving through, but Melissa says changes are coming.
Melissa, you've been talking. Where's this warm up you've been promising, Melissa?
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming. It's not going to be here tonight or tomorrow, but by this weekend it will be. And tonight we do still have some of those showers pushing through. It's coming in from the north. Anchorage, you are seeing clearing conditions now as these showers push south. But from the Alaska Range all the way down to about the Sterling Highway, I would be prepared for increased rain tonight. We are still seeing some thunderstorms. You can see all that lightning there just to the northwest of the Alaska Range, pushing through the western interior. But again, rain beginning to develop close to Hatcher Pass, where it's actually falling as snow above about 1,500 feet. And then we are seeing those showers again developing as you head here further south. Even showers pushing again now onto the Kenai Peninsula and right down that line of the Kenai Mountains. So in those areas we'll continue to see showers overnight tonight into tomorrow. Also still seeing rain across southeast. That will continue as we head into Friday. But then again, we do have clearing on the way. Here's that live view in Anchorage tonight. You can see mostly cloudy. Sun's trying to peek through, but it's on the cool side. 46 degrees right now. Temperatures more than 5 degrees below normal for this time of year. Wind gusts to about 20 miles per hour. Heading into tomorrow, though, those showers will wrap up pretty early in the day in Anchorage. Sunny through the afternoon with high temperature of 50 degrees. Fairbanks, you're headed back to the mid-50s. Mostly sunny for you. Again, scattered showers continue in Juneau, although I do expect them to be on the lighter side. A high of 50 degrees there. And Bethel, seeing high temperatures back into the mid-40s. Mostly cloudy with dry conditions. You'll see clearing along the western side of the state as we head into the end of the week as well. And again, once we get into the weekend, not only are we expecting dry, sunny conditions with that rain tapering off, but temperatures are going to warm. I expect them to be the warmest levels we've seen so far this season. I'll have a closer look at that full extended forecast, which includes Mother's Day, here in just a few minutes.
All right, looking forward to the weekend. Thank you, Melissa. Well, the Anchorage Assembly is addressing food insecurity within the municipality.
Now, this comes after the Cars on Gamble closure announcement. So last night, an ordinance passed, making it so a trend in the lower 48, where large retailers that close try to prevent competitors from operating a grocery store in that same location, that is not allowed. The ordinance's sponsors say that practice effectively creates a food desert. Assembly members highlighted the importance to have access to a grocery store.
There is a high percentage of folks who live in Fairview who do not own a car, and their way to get to the grocery store is to walk, bike, wheelchair roll, non-motorized travel.
Well, some members had concerns about the effort, specifically citing that they felt it was an overreach of government.
Cars is going to close, and are they going to sell the building? We don't know if they'll sell the building. There's no promise of that. There's no promise of, even if this proposal passes, that they don't maintain the building and hold on to the building as a loss. So I have issue with it there, and then also issue with it as this is government reaching in and imposing itself.
The ordinance passed with 2 Assembly members voting no.
And still ahead, we're heading inside the gates.
Tonight, the Fort Wainwright community is recognizing volunteers.
You're watching Alaska's news source.
We're 3 days away from Fairbanks Cleanup Day, and Golden Heart Waste Management has big plans for the event. Cleanup starts 10 o'clock on Saturday morning. People in Fairbanks will pick up trash across the city. Heavy haulers will collect trash bags from along the road, and the group says target locations, including areas such as highways, are among the places that receive the most trash. Project manager also says it's important to keep the city clean.
It's kind of like when you have friends coming over, and we're beginning when people come to visit, and people are coming to our town. We would be proud to not have trash laying around.
And the project manager also said he appreciates the city coming together.
And for a preview of this week's 907 Sports, let's say we check in with Sports Director Jordan Rodenberger.
We got a fresh 907 Sports for you this week, where a couple of Alaskans are preparing for their pro seasons. Aiden Williams gearing up for rookie minicamp with the Pittsburgh Steelers, and Alyssa Peely ready for year number 2 in the WNBA with the Minnesota Lynx. We are outside for all spring sports across the state, from the southeast, south central, interior, and beyond. And UAF Rifle searching for a new coach after Will Ante retires at the age of 28. We speak with him one-on-one about his legacy and what's coming up next. That on this week's edition of 907 Sports on alaskasnewssource.com and on any of our streaming platforms.
Thanks for listening. Click subscribe so you can get the latest podcast from Alaska's News Source automatically. And stay up to date with breaking news and in-depth reporting available for free 24/7 with the Alaska's News Source app.